Dead Mine, a horror adventure movie from the year 2012. It's set on this remote Indonesian island, far away from the hustle and bustle of busy cities. The story, well, it mostly unfolds deep underground, inside a long-abandoned World War II mine. It's a place brimming with shadows, old tunnels, and secrets. The genre, you see, is a mix of horror, thriller, and action. Right from the start, the movie creates this feeling of isolation. The characters find themselves cut off from the outside world, surrounded only by darkness and the unknown. It makes everything feel, well, tense and dangerous. The mine itself becomes a character. It's dark, confusing, and honestly, quite scary. The walls are steeped in history, and there's this sense that something terrible happened there long ago. As the group delves deeper, the sense of dread just keeps growing. This setting isn't merely a backdrop, it shapes the story and the fear. The darkness hides dangers, and every echo in the tunnel sounds like a warning. The movie uses this place to keep viewers on edge from the very beginning. Now, let's meet the main characters, a band of treasure hunters and experts. Leading the group is Stanley, a wealthy man with dreams of finding treasure. He's joined by his girlfriend Su Ling, who's both smart and brave. Then there's Ario, a local guide familiar with the area, eager to lend a hand. Alongside them are Rie, a historian, and Tino, Ario's loyal friend. A few armed mercenaries, led by Captain Hartono, are also part of the team for protection. Each person has their own reason for venturing into the mine. Some seek money, others want to uncover history, and a few are simply in it for the adventure. Stanley is convinced there's a stash of gold hidden in the mine, left by Japanese soldiers during the war. Su Ling and Rie, on the other hand, hope to uncover more about the past. Ario is keen to prove himself, while the mercenaries are there for the job and the promise of reward. Their differing goals, well, they cause tension within the group. Trust is in short supply, yet they all need each other to survive the perils of exploring an unknown place. The group embarks on their journey, heading deep into the mine. Armed with flashlights and ropes, they move cautiously through the darkness. The tunnels are narrow, filled with dust. Old equipment and warning signs serve as reminders of the mine's inherent dangers. Initially, they stumble upon small artifacts, rusty helmets, old weapons, and strange symbols on the walls. These clues reveal that the mine was once bustling, that soldiers were indeed here. But there's also this unsettling feeling of being watched. Strange noises echo through the tunnels, and as they delve deeper, the air grows heavier. Some group members start to feel a bit nervous. The deeper they tread, the scarier it becomes. Uncertainty grows with every step, and they can't help but wonder if it's safe to continue. Soon they discover a sealed door with Japanese writing. Rie and Su Ling, ever curious, attempt to decipher the message. It hints at something hidden and dangerous beyond the door. The thrill of treasure mingles with the fear of what might lie ahead. Suddenly, the group's worst fear materializes. While exploring, a loud noise reverberates through the mine. Rocks tumble, and the entrance collapses behind them. Dust fills the air as panic sets in. They're now trapped underground with no easy way out. The group tries to remain calm, but tension quickly escalates. Some point fingers at Stanley, blaming him for leading them into danger. Others bicker over the next course of action. The only option is to press on, hoping to find another exit. As they continue, they encounter more remnants of the past. Broken doors, old maps, and even skeletons in uniform. These grim reminders indicate that many never made it out alive. Each corner could conceal new perils. The pressure mounts as time ticks by. Supplies are running low, and fear grips everyone. They must band together even if trust is scarce to survive the mine's deadly traps. As we explore deeper into the mine, we slowly begin to uncover its terrible secrets. We stumble upon a hidden laboratory, the kind of place where, well, strange experiments were carried out during the war. Scattered around us are old documents and medical tools, clues that point to a kind of dark science, suggesting this place held more than just treasure. Ri reads through the papers and tells us that the Japanese soldiers once tried to create super soldiers here. Suddenly it's clear, the mine was never just a hiding place for gold. It was a site of horror, where people were tested and changed. Then we realize we're not alone. There are odd noises echoing through the darkness, and every now and then, shadows seem to move where there should be none. We come across old cells, their walls covered in scratch marks, as if someone desperately tried to escape. This discovery changes everything for us. Now, we know the mine holds far more than gold. There are secrets here that were meant to stay buried, and honestly, some of them might still be alive. It is not long before the group comes face to face with real danger. Strange figures, once human but now twisted, stalk the tunnels. These are the results of the old experiments. They are fast, strong, and almost impossible to stop. The group is attacked without warning. The monsters are terrifying, with glowing eyes and metal helmets fused to their faces. Some team members are taken or killed in the chaos. Fear takes over as the survivors realize they are being hunted. Stanley tries to lead, but panic spreads. The mercenaries use their weapons, but bullets do little against the monsters. The tunnels echo with the sounds of screams and running feet. Every chase becomes a fight for survival. The group splits up, hoping to confuse their attackers. But the mine is like a maze, and every wrong turn can lead to doom. The survivors know they must escape quickly or be trapped forever. They search for another way out, following old maps and clues. Every move is a risk, as the monsters close in and the mine threatens to collapse. Su Ling and Ri use their knowledge to find hidden doors and secret passages. Ario and Tino try to keep everyone together. Captain Hartono works to protect the group, but the dangers keep growing. They face deadly traps left by the soldiers long ago. Sharp spikes, falling rocks, and deep pits block their way. The group has to think fast and work together, even as their numbers shrink. With every loss, the survivors grow more desperate. The fear is constant, and trust is hard to find. But they keep moving, hoping that the next tunnel will lead them to freedom. The final moments are filled with tension. The group reaches the heart of the mine, where the gold is supposed to be. But the monsters and the collapsing tunnels make escape almost impossible. Some characters make brave sacrifices to help the others. Stanley is obsessed with the gold, but it becomes clear that survival is more important. Su Ling and Ario focus on finding a way out, while Ri tries to slow down the monsters. Not everyone survives the chaos. In the end, only a few manage to escape the mine. The survivors are shaken, injured, and changed forever by what they saw. The gold, once their dream, is left behind in the darkness. The movie ends with a sense of relief and sadness. The danger is over, but the scars remain. The mine keeps its secrets, and the outside world will never know the whole story. Dead Mine is more than just a scary movie about treasure and monsters. It is a story about greed, teamwork, and the dangers of searching for things best left alone. The characters learn, too late, that some secrets should stay buried. The film shows how fear and desperation can bring out the best and worst in people. Working together is the only way to survive, but greed can tear groups apart. The mine tests everyone, and not all pass the test. There is also a message about history. Sometimes the past is full of pain and darkness. Trying to uncover it can have dangerous results. The movie warns viewers to be careful with what they chase. In the end, Dead Mine is a tense and thrilling horror adventure. It keeps you on the edge of your seat and makes you think about what lies hidden in the dark.